A new WNBA season is approaching, and the Indiana Fever are gearing up for the massive challenge ahead, arriving prepared and bolstered after making a flurry of bold moves. Caitlin Clark's team overhauled more than half of its roster and brought in a new coach who's still settling in, making it absolutely thrilling to see how Stephanie White will deploy her new lineup at the start of the 2025 season. Caitlin Clark dreams big for 2028 Olympics, teasing a two-sport challenge to make up for Paris' absence. Obviously, on paper, we have a really good team, Clark said. She then discussed how there isn't much time for the Fever to figure it all out, considering all the new players joining the existing core. She also pointed out that the 2024 team was very young and lacked postseason experience, emphasizing how the new players are vital in this regard. She named Dewana Bonner, Sydney Colson, and Natasha Howard as examples of newcomers who can bring leadership to the locker room. When speaking about White, she took a moment to heap praise. "Steph is one of the smartest basketball minds I've ever been around. Everybody knows that across the league. Everybody admires her and the way she coaches and the way she leads." The Fever's star didn't hide her enthusiasm for the season's start, with the addition of experience filling what she felt was missing from last year's squad. Clark, of course, isn't alone in her excitement for the Fever's return to the court. It's no secret that the Indiana Fever made a ton of moves during the WNBA offseason. The squad turned over more than half the roster and added a new coach in the process, so it will be fascinating to see how Stephanie White uses her personnel when the 2025 season begins. Said personnel starts with superstar Caitlin Clark. Clark was a guest on ESPN's Bird and Taurasi show and shared her thoughts on the team's additions and the adjustments that are sure to come. "Obviously, on paper, we have a really good team," Clark said. She then discussed how there isn't much time for the Fever to figure it all out, considering all the new players that are joining the existing core. "But we should be pretty good," she added. "I think what we added a lot more experience." Clark addressed how the 2024 squad was a young team and didn't have much postseason experience, and emphasizing why what the new players bring to the table is so important. She then cited Dewana Bonner, Sydney Colson, and Natasha Howard as examples of new teammates who can bring leadership to the locker room. Clark went on to praise White and saying, "Steph is one of the smartest basketball minds I've ever been around. Everybody knows that across the league. Everybody admires her and the way she coaches and the way she leads." The Fever star made her excitement for the season to start apparent, with the addition of experience filling what she felt last year's team was lacking. Clark, of course, isn't alone in being excited that the Fever will soon be back in action. Paige Bueckers' college career had not even finished when Caitlin Clark went on live television, demanding a major change to the WNBA schedule in preparation for Bueckers' arrival in the 2025 season. Clark, the reigning WNBA Rookie of the Year with the Indiana Fever, joined retired pro hoopers Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi on ESPN's altcast of the NCAA championship game between South Carolina and Bueckers' UConn on Sunday. Bueckers and the Huskies claimed the program's first national championship since 2016 by crushing the Gamecocks 82-59. With the game getting out of hand in the second half, the UConn star and her WNBA future became the topic of conversation between Clark, Bird, and Taurasi. "She can play point guard, but she can also play off the ball," Clark said of Bueckers' WNBA prospects. "That'll be an interesting dynamic with Dallas Wings guard Arika Ogunbowale, obviously. We all know she's going number one." During the NCAA tournament, Bueckers confirmed the widely believed rumor that she will declare for the 2025 WNBA draft, which takes place on April 14th. Dallas holds the number one overall pick, with which it is expected to select Bueckers. Clearly, Clark is planning on seeing Bueckers across from her on the court in a Wings jersey this season. She just hopes it is in a bigger venue like American Airlines Center, the home arena of the Dallas Mavericks. "That arena is fun to play in too," Clark said of Dallas's current digs. "It's a small place. It's loud. Honestly, they should move every game to American Airlines because Paige has that type of draw." The Wings currently play in College Park Center, a 6,251-seat arena in Arlington that is home to UT Arlington basketball as well. The first time Clark played there last season, she scored 24 points and set the WNBA record for assists in a game with 19. She demanded that more people be given an opportunity to attend this year to see her put on another show, possibly against Bueckers. "I know, the Fever are playing at American Airlines Center for one of our games," Clark said on Sunday before speaking directly to the Wings organization. Hopefully, the other game gets moved too. We would appreciate that, Dallas Wings, if you could move the other one. Dallas already announced that its home game against the Fever on June 27th will be played at American Airlines Center. It is the first time the franchise will ever play at the home of the Mavericks, which seats 19,200. The decision aligns with those made by other WNBA teams such as the Chicago Sky, Connecticut Sun, and Atlanta Dream to move home games against the Fever to larger arenas to fill demand for fans who want to see Clark play. The Wings have another home game on August 1 against the Fever, but it is still scheduled to take place at College Park Center, for now. Indiana Fever superstar Caitlin Clark made headlines last month after a photo circulated during the Big Ten women's basketball tournament, showing ample bicep muscles, a stark difference from last season. That viral picture going around, showing off the guns, said Sue Bird to a laugh from Clark on the Bird and Taurasi show on Sunday afternoon during the Women's National Championship game. Everybody's wondering, after joking that AI is getting out of control, Clark said, just trying to get stronger, spending a lot of time in the weight room. It's something I actually enjoy, so it comes pretty easy to me to really work on that part of my game. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark joined Taurasi, the former Phoenix Mercury star, and newly minted Hall of Famer Sue Bird on the Bird and Taurasi show on Sunday afternoon during the Women's National Championship game between UConn and South Carolina. When Clark popped up on Zoom, she first congratulated Taurasi on her recent retirement from the Mercury. Unfortunately, reality is coming for me now, Taurasi joked, eliciting Clark to throw her head back with a laugh. That quip from Taurasi called back to something she said last year about Clark and the other 2024 rookies ahead of their transition to the WNBA, when she told SportsCenter's Scott Van Pelt that reality is coming. There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it. While Clark did have a bit of a slow start to her rookie season, she finished fourth in MVP voting as the near-unanimous Rookie of the Year. She broke the WNBA single-season assists record with 336 and set the rookie single-season scoring record, breaking nearly every Fever rookie record. She averaged a team-high 19.2 points per game, along with 8.4 assists and 5.7 rebounds. You had an amazing rookie season, Taurasi told Clark during the broadcast. You blew everyone out of the water. The Fever finished 2020 and made the playoffs for the first time since 2016, getting bounced out of the first round by the Connecticut Sun. Indiana went through a near-complete rebuild in the offseason, too, with a new front office, coaching staff headed by Stephanie White, and 7 new players. Taurasi asked Clark about the upcoming WNBA season, commenting that new additions like Natasha Howard, Bonner, and Sophie Cunningham make it a team that could compete immediately. Obviously, on paper, we have a really good team, Clark said, but we start training camp on the 27th, then we have a back-to-back of preseason games on May 3rd and May 4th, so you have a very short amount of time to put that together. 7 new pieces, whether we carry 11 or 12, that's more than half of our roster, and that's a hard thing within itself. But I think we should be pretty good, and I'm excited about it.